Good evening, it is Matt Rogers. It is now the 4th of March 2025. To all of you in the Planetx Nibiru community, thank you for your respect and also following the channel as we look even deeper into our solar system, picking up some very fascinating footage and also these strange planetary objects. We could be seeing Nibiru Planetx to the edges of our solar system. Please again, take the time to look even closer to the footage and the particular images on this broadcast. This Vixen telescope picks up some amazing captures. Now also, pointing to different parts of our solar system on a very clear night is so important. Capturing objects, formations, just incredible objects again that we're seeing beside the sun, the view sight as well beyond other planetary objects. Just amazing. Please remember as well, by using the telescope pointing to the further reaches of our solar system, the edge of our solar system, there is formations and entities out there, folks. We could be seeing Hercules. Now, indeed, the characteristics of formations that we see look so different towards what we notice of our surroundings down here at ground zero on Earth. The phenomena of a huge planet. In the background we can see a lot of iron oxide, red refractions of light. Let me just move the photograph so you can see it clearly. There is some kind of formation, some phenomena, entity showing up on the screen. Let me just zoom in some more as well, so you can pick up the actual characteristics of the photograph. All we're doing again is just showing the pictures that the telescope caught early hours of this morning on the 4th. Now, indeed as well, you can see this strange line or apparition. Sometimes when we zoom out as far as possible in our solar system, we're going to pick up something indeed that is blurred out. So again, with even more high performance telescopes, they're going to catch it even more clearer. But again, there is something out there. You can see a smaller object in front of it. Is this object another planet orbiting this huge star formation that is lit up to the further reaches of our solar system, in transit in front of the object? Again, the photograph is absolutely genuine. The picture was again taken only early hours of the morning on the 4th of March of 2025. Think about it. A huge object to the further reaches. Yet another planetary celestial body that was picked up around about 1:45 AM of this morning. Now this pointing west to the further reaches of our solar system. Anything caught like the known heavenly bodies, folks, we all know where they are. But figuring out and also just concentrating, video recording, taking down all the notes and diaries, investigating, scanning the solar system, we pick up something else, continuously going out nearly every single night, showing up objects. You notice again a darker object to the right side of the formation. This is incredible. Let me just move the screen to the dead center of the formation. It is out there, folks. Something celestial, something huge. This object again could be easily 345,000 kilometers away from us. Now again, in astronomical terms, that is not far away. It is quite worrying, but the formation is out there, not too far away. Think about it. What are we seeing on the screen? Multiple rogue planets or heavenly bodies from the Nibiru Planetx system. The Vixen telescope showed the calculations roughly between 375 billion kilometers away from our world, the Earth, picking up this capture. See, identifying the phenomena, you notice this red refraction of light surrounding the body. Could it be iron oxide spread out towards the further reaches? Indeed as well, you can see the calculations of a celestial object. Again, the telescope will pick up the celestial body, but you can see the multiple colours, where the lens will show up this artifacts. But indeed, there is something out there. Something mysterious, lurking through space. It's a genuine picture, folks. Notice as well on the actual capture, there is other formations and other objects, smaller bodies, stars. Very important to show these images that were only taken again of early hours on the 4th of March. Genuine pictures. Folks, from the very first video that I broadcasted onto YouTube with this brand new channel, we noticed as well the red refraction of light beaming across the solar system very close to the sun. But indeed, by zooming in, even to now, still seeing this red astronomical light, refractions of iron oxide spread through space, we're picking up another planetoid, another object, a celestial body. Now indeed as well, this object looks blue in colour. Now this area, folks, is showing it could be another planet or an object that is in transit. This side of the photograph could just be where the lens is distorting the image. But again, clearly that we can see a huge blue object. Now the worrying thought is, when you zoom in into Uranus and Neptune, they're a lot smaller than what we see here as well. This is pointing west around about 2:30 a.m. of this morning. I'm just going to zoom into the phenomena of seeing this huge formation. Just going to get a bit more closer to this as well. This is absolutely mind-blowing, where we're seeing this evidence of a huge formation in space, calculated as well, monitored. And I'm going to go back to this heavenly body to again just look at it and examine the formation with the photography. You can see this strange apparition in front of where we see behind the red iron oxide craters on the formation. And again, there is something celestial to the left hand side of the apparition of a planet or some kind of celestial mechanics of a body in our solar system. This is not a long way, folks. This is in our solar system, this formation. Again, now we're becoming to notice the weather is becoming much clearer as well. Even through the night skies, we're picking up apparitions and objects much clearer than before. Even a couple of months ago, I was trying to go out with a telescope, but it was very cloudy, so we were missing some very important nights. But again, now seeing the pictures is absolutely overwhelming, because we're seeing something huge in our cosmic solar system. As I suggested, folks, anything that is so far out there as well to the solar system's edge is going to be blurred out, but we can still notice the characteristics of a huge planet, other bodies surrounding it. By examining the picture and the characteristics, notice the 4 smaller bodies. Let me just show you the photograph that the telescope took as well around about 2:45 a.m. this morning. Just straight down as well, you can see the other smaller body, but a huge planetary object, a celestial body in our solar system. To the further reaches, again, you can see the characteristics. This could indeed be 8 to 9 times the size of Jupiter. Blown away by the photography, noticing a large celestial body. See, when you look at these planets and objects through the strange misty haze in the background that looked like a greeny red iron oxide colour, this green colour of apparition, and also the red colour in space, and zooming in to the bright object and noticing a large celestial body with other smaller objects surrounding it. Very, very, very interesting pictures indeed. Never seen before, folks. This is real. Something serious is showing up in our solar system. Because again, way back in 2016, or even before that as well, we wouldn't be able to pick up anything like this. But now we are, folks. It's very, very important. Still through the iron oxide, to the further reaches of our solar system, pointing north, we picked up this strange anomaly entity formation that does look like a planet, but then when you look at it very closely, you can see this green refraction of light. Folks, these telescopes pick up the colours, which is very, very interesting. Stars or smaller planets. This is incredible, this picture. Again, like I just stated in the video, anything that looks so different towards our surroundings, of noticing objects and formations on a daily basis. This object looks out of this world, because it is, folks. It is in our solar system, the formation. Please leave a message below the video what you think this is. A very, very interesting solar cosmic image photograph. Something is showing up. We have another picture again that was taken around about 2:45 AM of this morning, showing this huge formation. Again, it could be an apparition where the lens is trying to filter itself. Again, adjusting, where we notice the strange object, the shape and formation. There's a smaller object like a golden star or something else, like a sun or something. I mean, in astronomical units, we could be looking at something that is indeed 24 million kilometers away from the Earth. I mean, again, that is just a stone throw away. But look at the characteristics. Again, we can see some kind of dark entity that is in the center of the formation. When we see the blurriness as well, just to the lower half, this is the lens. Because again, we've got to go through by zooming in as far away as possible to picking up formations in our solar system. It's very difficult. But again, arranging the telescope and not nudging the telescope by keeping everything just very steady. It's so important to be able to capture the pictures of interest. I'm just going to zoom out for you as well for the Nibiru Planetex community. Something very mysterious. You still notice, folks, this red refraction of light, this iron oxide spread across the further reaches of our solar system's edge. I'd like to show you this capture as well. Now, pointing the telescope in the daytime, which I pre-recorded for a couple of hours. Now this was pointing north, and it was very bright as well, very clear day. But I noticed as well this strange object. Now this object moved considerably fast, too fast, in particular to that area of the sky. But indeed I caught it at one point of view. Are we seeing something from another dimension? Something that I explained as well by passing the picture to Richard Amons, that is based in Surrey in the United Kingdom. He came back to me and he's really interested in the Matrix. He explains as well that governments and other particular areas of the elites control humanity, but indeed there is other entities that move around as well across our surroundings. This is very interesting because indeed when you see this object, many other objects, because many other people have suggested this and spoken about it as well, that there is entities that move across our skies that could indeed be very, very interested in humanity and what we're doing. I just showed you another particular photograph where we saw 4 objects surrounding the celestial body. Again, this was taken just moments later of the early hours of the morning, showing you the celestial object. Now, it's much more clearer in view sights, but you can see the light refraction to the left-hand side of the body, a smaller object as well. But most interestingly as well, you see this strange red refraction of iron oxide spread out in the background. Now, again, when you look at it through the telescope, it looks much more clear. But again, when the capture's taken, it becomes like this. Only because it's far away, folks. Far away to the depths of our solar system. But again, there is some kind of body, some huge planet showing up as well. Folks, look at this object again. This was taken around about 3 a.m. of this morning, pointing north, showing up the red refraction of light of this iron oxide. Look how it's been punched out, moving away as this planet shows itself. This huge star, this object. We were blown away when we saw this formation, this anomaly. It was absolutely mind-blowing to see a huge object that looks like it's moving away and leaving this trail behind from where it's breaking away from the iron oxide to the left-hand side. Let me just move back for you on this particular broadcast and show you the picture of the calculations. See, again, folks, I have a great passion in viewing these photographs as well, and also talking about Nibiru, Planet X, Hercules, Wormwood star, the coming cataclysms, the observations, and also the calculations of the information of the IRAS telescope with Dr. Robert Harrington, the chief astronomer at the Blackbirch Observatory in New Zealand, and what happened at the SPT telescope with Rodney Marks. People disappeared, planes full of scientists many years ago just vanished from the skies. What is going on? A lot of things are now showing up in our solar system. Planets, huge objects. See, one of these days, folks, in our foreseeable future, we're going to see a flyby, a pole shift. Folks, as we saw that glowing object, that celestial body that was showing up as well in the particular picture as white, moving away from the red refraction of light of iron oxide or space dust, it showed up to be like this, faded away the light refraction through the telescope, becoming smaller of an object. This colour as well, this apparition. Again, what was that? That disappeared again from view side to the telescope, lit up like a glowing orb and then disappearing to the vastness of space. It becomes even more stranger because we saw another large celestial object just to the lower half of where we saw that green formation, that other planetary object that was a lot more brighter and then just vanished through space, where we see this red refraction of light. This object to the lower half of the photograph become even stronger with strange craters and formations. These telescopes are showing up now, and again, the price of these telescopes are phenomenal, but indeed when you see the characteristics of these objects and formations, it is well worth every single penny for our community to see what is being sighted in our solar system. Another shocking picture of a huge celestial body. Now, many other people as well been taking pictures of the skies and picking up a large celestial object that indeed could be Planet X. Now, this formation blew us away. We were very shocked, and I spoke to Wayne Simpson in our community that organises as well particular pictures of interest by fantastic people out there working very hard to show the pictures of interest. Now, again, the body, the object, the characteristics is phenomenal. Spectacular object. Look at the size and the formation. Smaller planets and other objects as well to the lower half of the particular picture. I'm just going to zoom in. Let me just move the photograph where you can see the smaller objects and this huge planet size celestial body. I mean, this is a massive object. I mean, when we go up to the photograph, we can notice another formation as well. Another glowing white object with a red iron oxide behind it. Let me just move back to the original part of the photograph and show you this. I'm going to just zoom back. Again, this part of the photograph that you can see as well to this area is the camera lens. It does this when a lot of planets and objects, celestial bodies in our solar system, the further you go with the photography, it starts to distort with the lenses and shows this kind of refraction from the lens. But indeed, the celestial mechanics and the light refraction and the colours are very true and very much there as well, folks. We could indeed be seeing Planet X. So indeed, again, folks, seriously now, all I'm showing you is what the telescope has caught through our solar system of early hours of the morning, pointing in a lot of directions now, picking up and recording the evidence. Something very large. This photograph of this object is well beyond Pluto, well beyond Neptune and Uranus. Still we're seeing this red refraction of light surrounding the body. What are we viewing on the screen? And why is it there, folks? See, when you look at the scientific magazines and also the database of Neptune and Uranus, you notice the colours as well that appear just the same as this red ring of fire surrounding the known heavenly bodies to the further reaches of our solar system. This red refraction of light, the same as now as we're seeing through the telescope. We're capturing something very important. To the benefit of the telescope as well, you have to think, because again, things become blurry. I mean, we're talking multiple kilometers away of seeing objects and formations. And I'm ever so proud, again, using the telescope, because I have a passion, and also seeing those colours of importance is a bonus towards our community, because we're seeing something much more clear as well. So colours, the dark astronomical shadows and light refractions, and strange smaller bodies in transit of the objects. It's so important to show you this as well, because folks, we're seeing the same object. Now, indeed, something is brightening up the object to the further reaches of our solar system, and also again, it shows to be dark. Now, why is that happening? Because indeed, we could be again in a binary system, Nemesis. The binary object towards our sun. Now, when I say binary, the light refraction from Nemesis could be lightening up these other heavenly bodies in the mini solar system, Planet X, Nibiru. And then, all of a sudden as well, everything becomes dark. Also, it becomes smudged out and very blurry at a viewpoint. As the telescope is trying to focus in on the heavenly body, notice there's more red refractions of light just towards the edges of our solar system. And then indeed, folks, when this red refraction of light of iron oxide starts to disappear and becomes more clearer as well through space, we notice the object as well, like I explained, that Nemesis, the binary star towards our sun, the binary system, could indeed be lightening up the object to the further reaches of the solar system, becoming darker, and then all of a sudden, through different hours, becomes much lighter. Could it be possible? Think about it. The observations, by seeing the characteristics, show up as well that something huge to the further reaches of our solar system is causing a light refraction to show up even more closely at the celestial bodies. So indeed, with this broadcast, studying the area view sites between Uranus and Neptune and reaching out further as well with a telescope like I explained on the last video, we can see something. Naturally, evidence of a huge celestial body glowing. An object which indeed could be Nibiru Planet X, or part of the Planet X system, Harrington or Farada. So indeed, folks, thank you so much for watching this broadcast, because indeed through cloud systems, just like many other people in our community using infrared technology, showing up objects just above the sun on a sunset and a sunrise, people and governments using geoengineering to cover up and smudge out, causing a milky sky to try and hide Planet X, Nibiru, an object. This object again, that circles an orbit of 3,600 years, making its way back. Our believers in our community, they know it's coming. This is very important of all these captures, showing you Hercules, Planet X, Nibiru. I would like to say as well, to all the new people that have come forward to studying and watching the videos, the photography and the video footage, thank you so much. Please again subscribe to the channel and follow the different videos as we continue to research of the topic of Planet X Nibiru. I'm going to come back to you again tomorrow, to all of you in our community. Full armor, and also please keep your eyes to the skies. From Matt Rogers.